The Brazilian state of Mato Grosso is a giant in the field of agriculture. Cotton, rice, sugarcane and corn all grow here, and it's also Brazil's largest producer of genetically modified soybeans, as well as the undisputed record holder in pesticide use. Brazil imports more biocides, or agrotoxins, as they're called by opponents, than almost any country in the world. And the central western state of Mato Grosso consistently ranks at the top in pesticide use.
This river initially looks inviting and makes you want to swim in it. But I've analyzed the water and I would never go in, as tempting as it looks.
Eu particularmente não viria, né? Apesar de adorar.
You can't see the toxins. They're invisible. The river looks pristine and untouched. But our lab tests have found traces of chemicals in the water. Some pesticides stay longer in the environment and especially in water. So it's an important indicator, which we carefully monitor.
Então, é indicador ambiental importante da gente monitorar também.
Brazil has authorized the use of 3,669 different pesticides. The country is a veritable El Dorado for chemical companies, especially for European ones, as many products prohibited in the EU may be sprayed on Brazilian fields.
They make billions selling highly dangerous pesticides, most of which are banned here.
20% of the poison victims in Brazil are children and young people under 19, even infants. It's a form of infanticide.
Something is clearly not right. We can't build a fortress around Europe to protect the health of our citizens while damaging the health of Brazilians. That creates moral and ethical problems.
We import produce that was grown using these dangerous pesticides. We end up with traces of pesticides on our plates that we've banned in France, Germany, and elsewhere.
Well, there's a very good reason, and it's called money.
Jair Bolsonaro was elected president of the Federative Republic of Brazil in October 2018. Bolsonaro is a former paratrooper and guaranteed free rein to the agricultural industry. Almost as soon as he was in power, heads of agribusiness gathered to celebrate his victory, and Bolsonaro promised them his loyalty.
I'd like to say that I'm at your service. You are our bosses. We are completely on your side to fight for you.
The deforestation of the Amazon was accelerated to clear way for even more farming. More than 900,000 hectares of rainforest went up in smoke in 2019 alone. Brazil is overflowing with biocides, making it an attractive market for multinational chemical companies. Companies like Swiss agribusiness giant Syngenta, as well as Germany's BASF and Bayer, which acquired its American rival Monsanto in 2018. Their ads depict an idealized world: clean air, healthy food, and a way forward towards sustainable agriculture, while leaving out their smoky chemical plants.
I think it's really important that agriculture not only feeds the world, but also does it in a way that takes care of our planet.
These three multinationals alone had over 100 billion euros in sales in 2019, and a charity based in Lausanne has been keeping an eye on them.
What? Way too expensive. I need lower prices. I don't care how.
For more than 50 years, Public Eye has monitored Swiss companies in developing nations, and it published a map in 2020 detailing the global activities of all three, Syngenta, Bayer and BASF.
The pesticide market is very lucrative, with annual sales in the tens of billions. It's also highly secretive. Hardly any sales figures are publicly available. Companies have always managed to hide behind those notorious business secrets and keep their data confidential. This map was actually the first time we managed to publish a complete record of exports.
The numbers are dizzying. In 2018, the three European companies sold more than 80,000 tons of pesticides containing substances banned in European fields. 90% are produced in the United Kingdom, Italy, the Netherlands, Germany, France, Belgium, and Spain.
A third of pesticides sold in 2018 were highly dangerous, carcinogenic, toxic to bees, or with hormone-disrupting effects. 40 dangerous substances that are banned from our fields were authorized for export that year, with a total volume of more than 80,000 tons. That's not insignificant. That's huge.
Is this hypocrisy or cynicism? The EU's double standard has found fertile ground in Brazil. Back in Mato Grosso, the landscape here is monotonous, but it used to be part of a tropical savanna known as the Cerrado. Now, it's just endless soybean and cotton fields. Few animals remain, mainly just tractors and airplanes spraying pesticides as they traverse the fields. The EU banned aerial crop spraying a long time ago, but Brazil has yet to take similar action. The town of Sapezal was founded just 30 years ago as soy, corn and cotton boomed. Sapezal's soundtrack is the never-ending cacophony of trucks transporting agricultural products. These huge warehouses belong to Brazil's largest agrochemical companies. Sapezal is the leader in pesticides use in Mato Grosso, but the area also has an unusually high suicide rate and is known as the capital of depression. Professor Marcia Montanari, a nutritionist, has an appointment at the André Antonio Maggi School, named after the Brazilian soybean tycoon who financed the construction of the school. The staff knows the professor well. She has been analysing the town's tap water for 6 years, water that more than 1,000 school children drink every day of the week. According to Brazilian law, residues of 27 pesticides are allowed in drinking water, but Marcia Montanari has found others.
In addition to the 27 pesticides that are allowed by law in drinking water, we are also looking for the pesticides used most often in Mato Grosso. We monitor the wells in Sapezal, and we found pesticide residues in every second well below the groundwater level. The wells where schools get their drinking water. We mainly found metolachlor and atrazine. We even found them in rainwater.